in trying times, I thought, what is the most fun and easiest thing to do? So I took to the internet and I found a video. Makes me disgusted because it was a tic-tac or a TikTok. Don't want to trigger anyone. And it was of whipped coffee or Dalgado. We're gonna have to look that up because I might be racist. Dalgona. It was a video of Dalgona coffee, which is basically just foam coffee. And I thought, is there anything else like this that's easy to make with very few ingredients? So I thought, what are 5 things that we could all use that are easy to make? Whipped coffee, bread, butter, a nut-based milk pasta sauce. Now, I get that some of us don't have the time of day. We're in quarantine, so if you don't have the time, what are you doing with your time? Quick side note, look at my new hair. Isn't it beautiful? Like 4 salons around the town were like, oh no, we can't curl your hair for you because it's dyed. It will fall out. And I was like, bitch, please, I will do it myself. That was back in November. It's now April. And I did it myself. And I think it looks beautiful. Back to the video. So, firstly, I made... Was it my bread? Firstly, I made the bread, which was soda bread. Basically, all these recipes I have on an online app on my phone, which stores them all. I take them from all my cookbooks, and then I basically just make my cookbooks into a pretty decorative thing because I store all my recipes on my phone. So this is a recipe that I found online and kind of changed a little, but it was great anyway. Fucking love my bread. So basically, plop all your ingredients into a bowl, make your buttermilk, but also if you can buy it because it's a lot more easier than making it, because making it is a fucking pain in the ass. Add your buttermilk into the rest of the ingredients. Mix until it's at a doughy consistency. Every time I make it, it always comes out a bit more wet. So I always have to add a bit more flour. But that's fine. It's just a part of the act. Then, as soon as you've mixed it all up, put it in the oven. Soda bread takes 30 minutes to cook. Bake. Heat up. But it's a great bread. It goes with anything. I make an Italian soda bread, which is basically Italian herbs and cheese mixed in. Then I decided to start making my nut milk, which was an almond milk. You have to soak the nuts in water for like 4 to 6 hours. I only did it for 4. When 4 hours is gone, you blitz them up. It comes out white, surprisingly. I'm gonna say this now, I didn't like it. Everywhere that I read up said that homemade almond milk or homemade nut milks are always better than store-bought. This time, it's not true. But it was probably the way I made it. I don't know if I did anything wrong. We'll find out next time if I ever make it again. I decided to make my own butter. My mum has always told me stories about how her stepdad used to make butter from the gold-topped milk that you used to be able to buy back in the day. It took me the best part of an hour to whip the cream up and make it split. Basically, to make butter, you get double cream or heavy cream or whatever is the thickest cream you can find, and then whip it until it splits. Cream or heavy cream or whatever is the thickest cream you can find, and then whip it until it splits. In the cream's defence, my hand whisk is broke because I've lost one of the whiskey bits, so that's probably why it took so long, but that's not the point. Then I decided to make my pasta sauce. Now, I've never made pasta sauce before, but this turned out quite well. I put 2 tins of plum tomatoes into the pan, heated them up a bit, chopped some other various varieties of tomatoes, added them in, boiled them for a while, added my herbs, my spices, I garlicked it. I added garlic, but when everything was nice and tender, I blitzed it, and it turned out quite nice. It did dye my hand blitzer, which I'm not mad about, because I blitz the same things anyway. I just don't want an orange blitzer. And then finally I made the whipped coffee. I'm completely obsessed with this now. I found out that you can make different variations by just adding stuff later on. The second time I made it, I made a vanilla coffee, like, thing. The fourth time I made it, I added chocolate powder after whipping it, and it, like, the chocolate powder, like, sinks into the milk quicker than the coffee does, and it's so beautiful. I wish that I had a video of it, but I don't. So basically, you add your sugar, coffee granules, and there's a debate on cold or boiling water. I've always put cold water in, but apparently you have to put boiling water in. It's never made a difference for me. I'm sorry. But yeah, you put your 3 ingredients in, whip them up until they turn into this massive, like, fucking foam thing, and then when you can make peaks out of them, you're done. My sister has been making it, but she doesn't have a hand whisk, so she's literally just been whisking it on her own. I might dig her out my nan's old hand whisk that you, like, turn and it whips it for you. It's like, I don't know what it's called, but it whips stuff for you. It whisks stuff for you. I am so tired right now. This basically took up a whole day to do. And I actually like the process of making my own foods and drinks and stuff, and, like, making stuff from scratch, and just basically, like, doing, like, stuff that they would on, like, a homestead or a farmstead, whatever you call it, and, like, getting back to the roots of things. It was a great experience. I'll probably never make any of these again, apart from the bread, pasta sauce, and the coffee, but at least I can say I've made my own butter and stuff.